Hello, 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 and welcome to episode 313 of Prog Review. And if you have lost the ability to read, maybe you're suffering some sort of neurological impairment, I'm going to be talking about ARK and the dreams of Mr. Jones. I think that sounds right, because I'm on a neo-prog odyssey. Yes, indeed. A neo-prog odyssey, and ARK are here. This is their debut album from 1988. Oh yes indeedy. Features Ant Short vocals and flute. Oh yeah, it's got rock flute on it. Pete Wheatley guitar and backing vocals. Steve Harris, no, not that Steve Harris, on synth guitar. John Jarrett on bass. John Jarrett, now he's been in a few prog bands, neo-prog bands even. And Tiny Tim Churchman on drums. Yeah, that's the current membership. Though I don't know, on this album I'll have to get the sleeve out. You'll like the sleeve. Look, they photocopied it. Look, it's a photocopy. Isn't that cute, isn't it? There's a little thing you can join. Look, I'll hold that up. We can all join the ARK family. I don't know if you can get that there. We can all send our postal orders off and become members. Wouldn't that be funny? You know, a couple of hundred, people saying, "I want more information." Yeah, who's on this album? Let me have a look. I know this. Steve Harris, I mentioned him. He's on guitar, synthesizer even, and backing vocals. John Jarrett on bass. Dave Robbins on drums. Anthony Short on vocals, and Pete Wheatley on guitars. So there you go. And this was, like I said, released back in 1998. Again, I wouldn't really go so far as calling them prog. These veer more towards like heavy rock, hard rock, very riff driven, which I kind of enjoyed. I enjoyed that. They also they bring the tunes with them. They're not afraid to have some tunes. They have that pop sensibility that I talk about when I mention the likes of Marillion, and I think because they're not afraid to write songs that you can like whistle along to or hum along to and go earworms. You know what I'm saying? Catchy, slowly, softly, catchy monkey. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, the singer. Who's the lead singer? I guess that would be Ant Short, or is it Ant Short? I don't know who the singer is. Yeah, we'll make it out. We'll pretend he's the singer. What I said back then, I'm not paying attention. His voice, he's got the old Peter Gabriel thing going on there, but Peter Gabriel from Peter Gabriel 4 rather than Peter Gabriel from Genesis. A good solid rock vocalist. A little bit of the guy from Marillion in there as well. But yeah, what I liked about them is they weren't afraid to mix things up. The second track is a Hold the Lighters in the Air, slow one. They do some things with sound effects. Sound of a casino. Who'd do that? Who'd put the sound effects of a casino on their album? But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It's not prog though. But it wasn't a bad record. I mean, I found it enjoyable in a riff-driven rock and roll kind of way. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they got the tag of neo-prog, because the songs aren't particularly long. They're fairly standard. You get 6 songs on the album. They're fairly standard lengths. You do get rock flute though. That's the universal mime of someone playing the flute. Trust me. Again, opens with Gaia. It's a bit proggy, I suppose, if they're talking about Gaia, aren't they? And the connectedness of things. And I suppose she's got a good, Gaia thing. Through the Night, Kaleidoscope, which again, that's what features on the cover. It's a man looking into a kaleidoscope. It's got to be one of the worst covers ever. Though I thought alternative title, Draining the Elephant's Cock, was my alternative title for that. Though I don't think the band would be too pleased. But then I realised that it wasn't an elephant's cock. It was in fact a kaleidoscope. Yeah. Roger Dean, they ain't. But and that's a shame, really, because you know I think what they should have been on, they should have been standing on there with their long hair and denim. Because I imagine they would have worn denim or even leather. The drummer, whoa, he's a rock and roll drummer. Lots of tom action, like cannons going off. Quite enjoyed that. Like I said, more rocky. I mean, I was not that they're as like heavy as like Maiden, but you got the feeling they was kind of veering into that camp. Yeah, musically, very. I wouldn't say groundbreaking, but you know, it does what it does. Like I say, very riff driven. I like the vocalist. I've got a lot of time for the vocalist and the lyrics. You can actually understand what he was saying and what he was singing, and you could sing along if you wanted to. So that's a benefit. But you know, I don't know. Hanging on to Marillion's coattails, perhaps, possibly. But again, they're very different to Marillion. This is the thing, and they're very different to a lot of the others. I mean, whereas, well, 12th Night, we don't want to talk about 12th Night. I'm not talk about them anymore. I thought they were better than 12th Night. But, yeah, underselling themselves if they want to call themselves a neo-prog band. I think... Sorry, it was the wind. There's wind and rain and storms out there. I'm going to get wet. I don't want to get wet. I've already been wet. I've been in the bath this morning, so... But I'm going to go and get the kids in a minute. See, yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not a bad album. It's a very much a product of the 80s. I think the production kind of lets them down a bit in places because, you know, I think it could have been a little bit more. What's the word? I think the production could have been improved. So there's some bits just, you know, I think they could have tweaked. It sounds very 80s. The drum sound on it, I mean, it sounds old fashioned, but I was kind of enjoying it. The big toms, you know, so I thought that was good fun. I mean, overall, I thought it was all right. I mean, it's not seriously. I might play it again. I might put it on again. Would I champion them as the saviours of neo-prog? No, because they're more rock than that. They're a bit better than that. They don't want to dirty themselves with the tag of neo-prog. But no, I thought it was an interesting album. Yeah, I thought it was an interesting album. You might, if you haven't heard of them, check them out. They're not prog, but you might enjoy the singer's vocals. His vocals are very strong in a rock kind of way, and I think there's a lot to like about them. I think again with the right production and the right environment, I think they could have had a hit. Maybe. I mean, again, Through the Night is a nice little ballad. I quite like that one. But you know, nothing that's gonna rock your world. It's fairly standard, solid stuff, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it's consistent. It's not, so it is a very consistent album. Very, there's not a weak part in it. It's pretty, it stays the same all the way through. So that's a good thing. So in terms of a rating, I'm going to give this. I'm going to give this 3 kaleidoscopes out of 5. That's 3 kaleidoscopes out of 5 because I think we should all check them out purely for the album sleeve. Oh, I'm being cheeky again, but yeah, not a bad rock album. I'm not going to call them neo-prog. I'm going to call them rock. So I think they're worth a look at. And again, I think it's purely the vocalist. I've got a lot of time for him. He sold it to me because again, he wasn't trying, and you got the feeling that was his voice, that he wasn't putting it on. If you know what I mean, not like the fella from IQ. Yeah, so anyway, what am I doing? Oh, I've nearly forgotten my spiel then. My name's been Darren. I've been talking about ARK's The Dreams of Mr. Jones. Who's Mr. Jones? I don't know. Is he that bloke? Oh, my sausage rolls are done. Is the bloke my half sister is knocking about with, isn't it, Mr. Jones? I don't know. I hope she's looking after the kids okay. I've said too much. But yeah, give it a go. I don't know if it's available on CD. I got this at a record shop, online record shop, and I've got to go before my sausage rolls get burnt. So there's only one more thing to say, and you know what that is, yeah. Prog on, and there'll be more neo-prog coming soon. It might be that one there, or there's another one down there. I've got Palace, and I've got Arena. And I've got Jadis coming, and I've got some more. There's some more Solstice. I've got loads. But yeah, do come back.